Just gonna wait for a couple of guys to drop into the chat. It's not going to be a long live. I am going to keep this live pretty short. So if you're watching this on the replay, we have currently 4 spaces left on our client list. Once those 4 spaces are gone, the block will shut for coaching athletes and coaching fitness enthusiasts, whether you do CrossFit or you play a particular sport, whether you play football, whatever it is. There'll be something hole in your programming. There'll be something that your coaches miss out on. I can 95% guarantee that there is a form or way of training that you guys are missing. Some of the most popular ones, which I am going to cover at some point, even professional coaches. I've seen professional coaches in the strength and conditioning world that are training a particular style for a certain stimulus. So if they're trying to improve speed, for example, I've seen athletes being coached into doing multiple shuttle runs, or suicide runs as they're called in the States. That is not going to improve your speed. Now in this country, the way that football's going, or the way that soccer's going, certainly at professional level, it's become less about the skill base, which in the early noughties, if you watch the Brazilian sides, or you watch the Real Madrid side and the Barcelona teams back then, when you had the Zidanes and the Ronaldinhos of the world, and players were using agility and skill to enable them to get past players, get through the opposition's defense. And now it's become a physicality, and I don't mean as in like who's the strongest, but mainly who's the quickest and who's the fittest. And the problem that I'm seeing now in strength conditioning videos that these clubs put together in pre-season is that they're on machines. They're doing multiple reps, and I mean hypertrophy reps, which, yeah, it's going to give you strength gains, but it's not going to be specific to speed. I see a little bit of plyometrics, which, if you're trying to improve your speed on, if you're not doing plyometrics, then you're in a world of trouble. So these are supposed to be professional coaches teaching athletes or coaching athletes to get better physically for their performance. So I have 4 spots left. So if you are interested and you want to be able to improve your fitness performance or your sport performance, whatever sport is you do, go and head to Perfect Balance 101. We have 4 spaces left. Once those 4 spaces are taken, the window of opportunity to be coached by us will be closed, and then the next time round that the window opens up again, there will be a price increase. So the price at the moment is currently at £90 a month, and included in that is the video analysis, accountability calls. You get, obviously the program is tailored to you. It's not a generic program. We sort of sit and go through everything, and I'm basically a full-time coach to your performance and whatnot. But football is a classic one. There is a lot of politics involved. I do know semi-professional and professional footballers. I'm fortunate enough to have spoken to them about their style of training, and a lot of my mentors are also in the football coaching world and the academies and stuff like that here in the UK. So they've spoken about, when it comes to strength conditioning, that there is a lot of research obviously into the Olympic weightlifting side of things and how beneficial that is. However, the clubs don't want to do it with the pros because they see the pros as high assets, and they see it as a large risk and injury risk, which isn't a good enough excuse if you ask me, because you've got NFL players in the States that are churning out stupid amounts of weights, the most explosive running athletes outside of athletics and sprinters that are so powerful, not just lower body and sprinting, but upper body. They're able to fend off and push off other athletes and explode through any sort of sticking points when it comes to whether it be specific in the gym or whether it becomes to the sports performance. But yeah, that is what it is, guys. There's a lot of coaching that I've seen and programs. I've even seen Olympic weightlifters, local Olympic weightlifters that I've been around, and they've hit plateaus and sticking points. And when I've asked how much jumping do you do any plyometrics, they said no, we don't do any jumps, we don't need to jump. Well, if you get used to lifting weights all the time and it's slow, yeah, even if you lift at 75% and you're doing what is speed work, you still end up slowing down. You still end up being accustomed to that style of weight, and you don't improve and you just plateau. So there's a lot to wrap your head around. But although for my current training that I train CrossFit, I would never train an athlete in CrossFit. I don't want people to think that that's what I'm here to do. There's a lot of obviously GPP, which is CrossFit based, but there's also a lot of SPP that we can use and specific exercises we can use for your sport and performance. Whether you're a golfer, whether you're a footballer, you're a gymnast, you play table tennis, you're a squash player, whatever the sport is, we can tailor programs to you, as long as you've got a gym, as long as you've got an environment where you can work out and do specific skills as well. There are a few other tools that we can use that are a little additions to training, whether it be for recovery, whether it be for neurological stimulation, being able to connect the muscles to the brain properly, because a lot of people, they go through certain strength exercises and say they're doing a squat or a deadlift, they can't feel the glutes half the time because neurologically they haven't gone through the process of connecting all the messages together and things like that. So they don't make any benefits from their training. So, but yeah, I am going to leave it there. So if you're watching this on the replay or you're watching this live, please subscribe to the channel. The channel has grown continuously. I have dropped a new video last night, to help those that need to recover and sort of hit a deeper REM sleep. So if you struggle with insomnia as well, this is a binaural video that I put together for you guys. It's really beneficial for, obviously, sleep is a major tool for recovery. So give that a listen, go over to that video, give that video a watch. That is on the channel. Subscribe to the channel, like this live, please share the live. Anyone you know that is wishing to improve their performance and they're sort of hitting a plateau and a sticking point in particular, then as I said, go to Perfect Balance 101 on Instagram, drop us a DM, and we'll talk about what we can do going forwards to help you out. So I'm going to end the live. I am currently at the gym myself, so I'm going to get my training in, and we're going to look to do some posterior training, so maybe deadlifted and hamstrings, lower back work, etc. So yeah, enjoy your day, and enjoy your weekend, enjoy the Easter rest that we're going to get. You guys got blues in the UK. Yeah, I think you're talking about music. Yeah, we do have that. But yeah, anyway, I'll see you in the next live or the next video. See you guys shortly. Peace.